As we end up and at it, and here we are. Welcome to Moscow, everybody. We're going to have Chicago is on the... Do I have these set up right? I do have them set up right. Okay, so Chicago is going to be Teddy, Rad, Saber, and B-Steph. Cleveland, we saw earlier, is Anti, Care Bear, Melted, and Unlaced. And we're going to hop on board with Rad to start off with. Che, you're still there, right?
I am here.
All right,
I was
just making sure.
I was making sure the stream was not laggy. I think we're going to get a little bit of choppiness during this, so we do apologize.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's part of it just your streaming and he's hosting your stream, so we're going to get a little latency here.
Yeah, but yeah, I apologize in advance for quality and things that are ongoing at the moment, as we are going to see the points are going to start being picked up by Cleveland to start off with. I have to switch the map count because that is not... We're 0-0. It's not 2-1. There we go. We're good. Cleveland, 11 points off right now. We do have Chicago is holding P2 spawns. So you're going to have Cleveland starting to make their way towards the P2 side of the map as Care Bear is going to be walking all the way around. Chicago's already set up here, though. Steph did get dropped, actually, in the lobby doors there. Saber's going to be on the steps here. I don't think Care Bear will be expecting that. Saber's going to pick up one. Should find a second player, actually. Will get dropped by Melted. So Melted's going to work his way back there. Chicago is now going to spawn out. They're spawning out over by the red bus now, it looks like. So we are going to... The P2 has popped already. Cleveland's picked up about 20-something points off the first hardpoint, as the entire hardpoint was literally just a fight for P2 spawns. As Anti's going to be working his way around here. The nice Plague Diamond camo. Care Bear picks up a pair of kills before he goes down. And overall, it does look like Cleveland is going to hold the spawns.
It does look like Chicago was attempting to anchor in that spawn right around P2. Unfortunately, Cleveland was able to dig him out there and able to take that back from him. Currently, it looks like, if I'm doing that correct, yep, P2 is currently contested. Chicago winning it out right now, and Cleveland Misfires able to take it back from him.
You are going to see Cleveland has actually made that early rotation off all the way down to P3. So you are going to have the last few seconds of scrap time here going over to Cleveland. Rad's going to have a big fight in front of him as the nade flies in from Melted. It is Melted, I believe, working in the bank here. Looking for Rad is so far back. Like, that is ridiculously far back. But the rest of the players are set up on the front. Steph is going to drop Anti, and Lice is going to drop getting through that front door there. So you are going to have Chicago holding on to this hill right now. Nobody's in the hill, actually. Melted just picked up two. I don't know where he came from. And all of a sudden, that's Cleveland making the break. Chicago is still going to hold their back spawn. So they are going to be flooding through from the back library side here still, but you are going to have Meltate here. He's going to fall, and Laced is going to fall. And that's going to be Cleveland kicked out of the hardpoint once again. So they're going to maintain their 45 or so point lead. But the last 20 seconds right now are going to be going towards Chicago.
You do see Cleveland right now, they're rotating kind of down south. It looks like they're putting some, I guess, southern pressure. I think what Anti is actually attempting to do is try to get that early P4 rotation, but still try to assist that P3 point. Chicago is still able to hold it from them and make back those crucial points that they are currently behind by.
Yep, we are going to see, I believe this is Steph that was coming off the hard point. Caber's picked up one kill off the start, but it is going to be split spawns coming in for Chicago. So you're going to have Cleveland fighting players on both ends, as Teddy's not going to win that gunfight, so that will get rid of the pincer, actually. It's all going to be from the bus side here. But instead, it's actually Chicago getting flanked here. As well, there goes Anti. He goes down. Meltate will drop as well. It's all going to be on Laced, actually, here on the hard point. He's going to be found by Rad. Rad will pick up 3. Or excuse me, 2, actually. It's only 2 for now. But that is going to be Chicago with the break. They're still only about 40 points down, so like admittedly so far the entire way through this game has just been one team picks it up and then the other team will break the hard point. The pattern has continued for the duration of this game, to be honest. As you are going to see, looks like Chicago's just going to take that last few points of the hill.
I did want to give another shout out. It looks like, I believe Johnson, the same individual who gave us our biggest donation so far, just sent us another $30. Thanks, brother. I really do appreciate it.
All the incentives and things are going to get caught up later when Senor and Jims come back on the stream. Unfortunately, you're not going to see me and Chair eating crickets or cracking eggs over our heads. Unfortunately, no, we don't have that access to like the crickets and things. So it's going to be all caught up once they come back. So get excited for when they return, because there's going to be a whole string of things that they got to do. For us,
I mean, if we hit 2,500 while we're streaming, though, you guys will see me shave my head.
Oh yes, that one is chair. That's all him. So basically, you're not going to see me do anything. It's everybody else, which I apologize. Someday you'll see me do something. Maybe the next time we run one of these, I'll get more involved on the incentive list.
So it looks like we've got right now Anti is trying to hold the anchor spawn point. Is that for P2? Did actually a pretty good job. Chicago did try to flank south and contest that. They challenged them, but Anti was able to push them back, and very, very crucial spawn holding there for the Cleveland Misfires, maintaining that lead over Chicago. Chicago is going to try to have to route them from the spawn point if they want to try to get into this spawn point. Otherwise, they may chalk this one up and just try to push straight to P3 in the northwest corner of the map. Which that was actually a really big spawn out. Did I just see Meltade? He spawned out near P3, or was he already out there?
I'm not too sure, actually. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the fight that was going down on screen as Care Bear does clean up Teddy on the hills, so he is going to get the last few seconds. Care Bear just went huge, actually, from that from the top police position, as Meltade's going to be working his way around the bank here, trying to just block these out. As all of Chicago now is to come across the map, because they weren't anywhere close, honestly. They lost the P2 hill, and then now they've lost the rotation for P3, so this is just going to be up to them to break it. They're all flooding through mid, which is honestly the correct way to go. Kills are going to get picked up, and it does look like Cleveland is going to shut it down. Teddy's going to be the last one alive, as he's probably going to get picked from the top window here, as he does pick up one before dropping. But that's going to be more time to Cleveland as they cross 185 and counting with a 100-point lead so far.
I think right now Cleveland is just playing spawns and playing rotations better than Chicago. Chicago does have some decent guns on their team. However, I just think Cleveland's playing the map better.
Yep, I mean, currently you do see, I mean, the rotation already in place. Meltade's already over in the mid-street bus. He did pick up one kill on the rotation there quick. But, I mean, you just look at the map. Cleveland is just there faster. As the new point is going to pop, Saber's going to be the only one here. He is going to get dropped by Meltade. He's on a 5-kill spree right now, actually. Let's hop over to him as he's just kind of working his way around the point with the shiny purple SMG. But the spawn's going to be coming in. He's going to see that perfectly. He's not going to stop shooting after the first bullet. And he will drop, but he's 21-9.
Dang.
On the other side, Teddy's fragging out the most for their team with 14 kills. But yeah, crazy Care Bear 20 kills, Meltade 21. It's all going in favor of Cleveland right now, and they can win on this hill. As you can see, all of Chicago is hitting from the street, but they gotta go and they gotta contest some of this. Actually, it does look like they won the gunfight, so they will take over the hill. But we are gonna head back into the third set of rotations. Chicago's barely gonna cross 100 actually with this last scrap time, I believe. As oh, they don't even get it actually. Instead, Cleveland's going to take over the time inside the hill. So, 5 more seconds really, and they got it. So Chicago's got to get in here.
I think this is nails in the coffin right now for Chicago. Cleveland does not need much more to go. 5 points out. They pretty much have to hold all of P spawns going forward. Or, I'm sorry, all of hard points going forward and not give anything up. They've got a 5-point cushion, and that is it. Difficult task for anyone.
Yep, well, Steph just went huge in the hill there briefly, picking up all the sorts of kills at left and right. But it is going to be Cleveland cleaning out Chicago. And right is the last second, actually. A contest comes in. So we're going to see how long this lasts. And down they go, and Cleveland will pick up that first map win. 250-106. That was, excuse me for the lag.
I believe it's anytime you're tabbing out, isn't it?
Yes, which admittedly I can't do a whole lot about.
No worries.
Because every time I tab out of Black Ops, it like lags very heavily coming back in. But it's okay. We are now showing our faces. Our wonderful, beautiful faces are now on stream. As yes, we are gonna get ready for map 2. It will be a Garrison S&D. What do you like about this map?
Let me pull it up. I like to see my maps when I'm looking at them.
Yep, and we are gonna
That was
we do have a
the
host
dumbest
swap.
thing I've ever said.
We do have a host swap going, so it is going to give us a few minutes. It gives us a little bit of time to talk about things.
Honestly, when it comes to S&D, it looks like I might have the right map up. Yep, I do. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the Black Ops maps. Unfortunately, I've done my best this second season to keep up to date on things. But when it comes to Garrison specifically, honestly, I feel like I suck at this map, hardcore. I think a lot of it has to do with myself not really knowing a lot of the call outs specifically. But when it comes to strategies and stuff here, I think you're a better person to lend some expertise here.
I mean, I'll be honest. When it first came out, I did not enjoy this map. I think that's a sentiment echoed by a lot of people, to be honest. It really just was not a fun map. Did not enjoy it. It was like too thin, too small, blah blah blah. We all hated it. It's grown on me. You can see that in Control, it's actually possible to capitalize on B. You can cap B. It's a thing now, although I guess people are probably thinking the same thing about Moscow and whatnot. But it's a good map, I think, to be honest. Overall, it's pretty balanced. It's pretty structured. Things seem to work out pretty well. In terms of S&D strategies, I don't think it's a great map for S&D.
I mean, attackers are really far away from bomb sites.
Yeah. I mean, especially because there's only one hill or one bomb site that you can actually go towards. Because I'm not sure if it's A or B that's all the way in the back left corner. That's like, there's no reason to ever go there unless you're in, like, say a 2v1 and you know where the other player is. There's really no reason to ever go over towards that side of the map. Yeah,
the A bomb site is a stone's throw from the defender spawn. So, I mean, it's really a difficult one for them to get to either way. That's kind of, at least just initially, again, I'm not very familiar with callouts in Cold War. I should be better at this, especially being one of the owners of this league. But unfortunately, this season, I apologize, I haven't had the chances to get to know Cold War like I've wanted to. But just initially looking at this map, I mean, I think part of the problem, as far as, in my opinion, from a strategic standpoint, is just how far away the attackers are starting out from A and B bomb sites. And it does allow the defenders very quickly to I guess if they push aggressively, to get that early on map control. And with S&D, you know, there's no do-overs. If you get map control, if you hold those flanks and hold those lanes, it's going to be very, very difficult to try to dig them out. I don't know. I guess correct me if I'm wrong here, Sync.
No, that's exactly how it is, really. All right, as we do look like we're getting ready for map 2, I need to swap over our symbols because it does look like we are switching sides. As we're going to get that all set up and ready here as we're getting into Garrison Hardpoint. I'm going to go back to the old Cleveland logo just for now because I do believe it shows up a little better on stream, as suddenly the Chicago logo is super tiny.
Luckily, that's an overlay. Should be able to fix that midstream.
Yep. We're just making that a little bit bigger. Cleveland is there. And here we are, Garrison S&D. So one thing I find really kind of dumb about the map design here is the location of the red barrels. So like red barrels are explosive barrels. This is like a general rule of thumb, I think, and across all video games. There's one right beside the B bomb site. Let's see if I can free cam this actually. Should have started on the other side. But this red barrel right here. So if you're planting on B, it's right there. And if you don't blow that up before you plant the bomb, someone else can blow it up and kill you. Which seems a little defender advantageous, especially on like a map that's already pretty heavily defender sided. So I mean that's my gripe about it. I mean, honestly, I could probably complain about maps for a while, but you know, we're trying to be nice about things here and not complain too much. Saber actually just picks up 2. I don't know what happened there. I believe that was the lights push. As the third's gonna come in, Saber's gonna pick up 3 on the round, and it's only Crazy Cabro left now at a 1v2. So the bomb is down. I believe that's in lights, and I don't know if Chicago is aware of that. The bomb also is so hard to see in this game, so if the bomb's down, you can never tell. It's like practically impossible to ever actually tell if that's a thing, which is a little bit weird to me. As we are gonna have Crazy, he is gonna head up towards Top Cat. He's gonna get across here. Saber is where is he actually? Excuse me, that's Teddy. Oh, so he is outside here. Gabriel's going to walk right into him very soon here. Right there. There he is. And Crazy somehow actually gets away with that. He turns around and he...
Wow.
I can't talk! What a turn that was!
Holy smoke.
The Saber's actually going to get play of the round for that one. But wowee. What a turn there out of Care Bear. The 1v2 clutch. My god. Hey, who was around here earlier for the Care Bear? Every time Care Bear gets a 2-piece, you donate $2. I think we should triple it for that play right there. That was crazy. What a turnaround that was. Honestly, I thought Chicago had that locked. They were set up and ready for it. And nope, Care Bear decided to say, no thank you. I'm going to put a bullet in both your players as Teddy accidentally throws a nade into the wall. All been there. Sorry, I went to you right as you did that. My shots are going to come in. Saber gets stuck, actually. He goes down to Ante. So now it's a 2v4 for Chicago as they're going to start rotating across over here towards green. Steph was spotted. As the shots are going to go down. Steph actually, I thought, saw that player. Didn't see that one. Instead, will go down.
I think very quickly, I believe that was Chicago got bogged down right in that dark area.
They just got boxed in, I think, overall. Like,
yeah.
They just got pincered in, and then it was just over. As we are going to switch sides again. So that's going to be Cleveland back on the attack. I'm trying to do this thing where whenever we're on the best play, I can turn off the overlay, but then I have to tab out every time to do it, and it's lagging the heck out of the game. So I don't know if I should keep doing that. Trying to make it a little seamless, but, you know. Guess I can't have it all. If I can if I could.
Chicago kind of posting up pretty early on. They didn't push as far forward as I thought they would. That might give Cleveland a little bit of an initiative here, a little bit of an opportunity. You know, as I say that, Teddy picks off Anti on the heady there. Yeah, that was a great set of shots there from Teddy as well. Anti did pick up first blood on to Steph and then got traded out. So we are going to be in a 3v3. The bomb is down. Unliced is just sitting on the bomb, to be honest, trying to peek out the corner here before he moves into the underpass. And the barrel is still there, so anyone who's playing off the bomb site actually is in a great position. But Rad does go down. Teddy will trade back onto Care Bear. So we're now in a 2v2, but the defense really has to start going. Saber's got to find somebody here as you are going to have, I believe that's Unlaced, sitting over here with the 74U. Saber will go down. It's now all down to Teddy in a 1v2. 11 seconds left, and this round is now over. And it will be finalized with Saber, or excuse me, I believe that was Unlaced with the final kill. Great shots here out of Teddy. Teddy picked off that first onto Ante on Cat, and then picked off Care Bear on the second one. So those are some fantastic shots out of him. Wasn't enough to save the round, though. As we're going to hop on board with Teddy to start. With the Krieg out. And the lunchbox. Oh, excuse me. Switches every weapon, basically. Since you've started casting, have you ever seen anyone make an A bomb site push here?
I've seen it one time, which is why I was...
You know, as I say that, is that maybe what's happening right now?
It does look like they're aiming towards it. I mean, so my complaint with A bomb site pushes is the map control required to lock down the A site means you need mid control and then you need side alley control. And if you have mid control, you might as well just plant B. It's like an unnecessary additional set of steps. As actually Rad gets picked for first blood by Unlaced. As Ante will pick off Steph as well. So that's going to be the bomb down. And Saber goes down as well. It's all down to Teddy all of a sudden. A 1v4. As he's going to find one. He's not going to find a second. And Care Bear will drop him. And that's going to be 4 straight rounds for Cleveland. But I saw it a single time. And it was, I believe, a 2v1 situation where they knew the last player was over at B. And they rotated to A. And I'm pretty sure that's the only time it's happened.
Gotcha.
Which I don't blame them. In my opinion, that's kind of the only scenario where you're ever going to need to do so. But right now, we need... Chicago's got to step up in the frag department. We have Meltate and Crazy with 5 kills each on their team. But on the other side, it's just Teddy and Saber with 3. As you're going to have Unlaced is kind of moving his way up here. He's going to get the bomb down. I believe the bomb is going down on B. It is going to go down. First blood hasn't even happened yet. It's going to be Saber's going to be first point of contact here. He's going to get picked from the side by Unlaced. He's going to move out here.
Pushed into that room. He had 2 directions to look. He picked the wrong one.
Yep, as well. Actually, wow. Just all of Chicago just went down just like that. I don't know what the trigger was there, but all of a sudden they just all went down. Oh, this is what happened. This Care Bear's carrying a lot for his team right now. I believe that makes 7 kills in the match, and they're at 5-0. Chicago, you got to get something going.
Downside of being down so far is you lose that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Real difficult to come back from something like that.
Nah, but this is where the full sail happens. 6 straight rounds. Let's go, Chicago. Once you get like 3, you start getting the other team to panic, and then all the momentum's all for you as Care Bear instead shuts it down and actually picks up 2 outside, and doesn't get traded out for it. As I went right away as, well, there goes so much for a full sail.
Yeah,
I was like, here we go. Full sail's going to get going, and then instead Enlaced picks off 3 players. And ends the map just like that. So that's a 6-0 clean sweep. As we're going to go back to our camera to look at our smiling faces. Hello, we're back. As, yeah, that's a second map now in favor of Cleveland. And really, it's been very dominant. Like, Chicago barely crossed 100 points in the first map. And they got clean sweeped in round 2. It's not looking great.
Chicago's got a lot of work to do. We're going into, what's our next map?
This is going to be Garrison Control. So one of those maps where you win that offensive round, you're gold. That's really all you want, really, out of it. As that was another Care Bear 2-piece, by the way. For if anyone's counting, I don't know if we have a counter for that. I should have started a counter for that, like a Nightbot command. Every 2-piece we tag it, and it just adds 1 each time. Should have done
Garrison
that.
Control is another one that early on, when the game first came out, I heard a lot of complaints about as far as just how far away the control points were and just how difficult it was to pull off. Have they since updated and patched or added better spawns for this map, in this game mode?
I believe no. Garrison Control, I'm pretty sure, was untouched.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, nothing happened on that side.
Do we know who's attacker defender?
Not at the moment. We will find out soon once I get into this party. Come on, game. Stop screwing around with me here.
Anyone just tuning in, we are the COD Rec League. We're really just kind of that bridge between casual and competitive play. We kind of open up our membership to players who just don't really have the time, really like myself, to be good and have and grind it out. I'm not saying there's no good people in this league, because there's a lot of crack shots in our member base, but we essentially close that gap to allow casual players to play competitive structured league games, and so far it seems to be gaining a little bit of traction. Another recent development with our league, if anyone saw, was CDL Intel did a little, I guess, expose on TAC maps, which was something that Bert, one of the founding members of the league, developed on his own and on his own free time, and just allows people to create strategies and draw on maps. We put all of the call-outs in the application as well. I know we are currently working on adding it to like Google Play Store, Microsoft Store, and the Mac Store. I believe it's already on Mac Store, and we're just waiting on approvals from the other 2. But right now we're doing a 24-hour stream. We're 1,080 out of a $3,000 goal. If we do hit 2,500, you will see this head shaved. I really hope that we hit that point sometime today, overnight, or just in general. I want to shave my head. I think we got a good cause that we're going for. Gamers Outreach is an amazing charity. If you guys don't know, look them up. But they provide video games and consoles and kind of like a big brother sponsoring playing video games with people in hospitals. And I think it's a really good thing that they do.
Zip, yeah. Getting ready. Big Lazy Sheep. I don't know what the counter was from the first set of games. but I believe it is currently. There was a couple, I think, from this game, and then that 1v2 clutch probably should have been ×3. So one of the above. I'm not entirely sure. I was not tracking in the first half. But we're in Garrison control. We do have Chicago on the offense, it does look like. As we're going to lag a bit as I get back in. Teddy's going to pick up first blood, it looks like, from this floating tank position. And really, it's just a very spread out defense by Cleveland here. They're sending 2 players over towards A as they're trying to get a tick in towards B.
Looks like they almost actually had the first one, but Cleveland was able to push them back and I guess uncapture that. What's the term I'm looking for there?
That's a good question. I believe it's like the usual. It's usually just like they get rid of the tick or like remove the tick. Yeah, what's the opposite of like uncapture? This is not a term that I'm actually aware of.
No, the opposite of capture.
Yeah, it's like it's not yeah, clear. Yeah,
clear.
Clear.
Yeah,
okay,
we'll go with that one.
I think that's what's generally been used. This Care Bear picks up a great nade on a Teddy. But 2 ticks are going to come in on B right now. It doesn't look like Cleveland's anywhere close enough to actually prevent this. It does look like this 3rd tick is going to go through on B. Someone's going to slide in here. Meltate will slide in at the very last second. He's not going to get there in time. So Cleveland is going to be heading towards the 2nd hill right now. Chicago on the attack, up I believe 5 lives. So we are going to have the setup here from Cleveland on the point right now. This is where you want to see Chicago flooding brick side, which is why I think number 7 Unlaced is doing a great job on this cutoff. As he's working around here, he does pick up a great kill there on a Saber. I think he was blind too when that happened. So that is going to force Chicago to start moving top green. And really, there's so many head glitches here, honestly, that it's very hard. As you got to drop down, pick up one on Anti. Meltate will fall as well. So you're just leaving the 2 players who are currently here. As Unlaced is going to spot these players running around the back. He is going to go down. The players are entering the spawn now here as Meltate's going to see 2 in front of him. Wow. Was Saber one shot? Because that shouldn't have killed him. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Anyways, Meltate sitting on the corner here. He's getting ready for this green push that's coming in. Unit number 8, Anti. He's just overlooking the middle. He can very clearly see where these players are coming from. As well, there's going to be one. Steph is going to get the nade blocked off and then drop to Meltate. So this is Cleveland holding, actually. 30 seconds to go. The life count has... The life lead that Chicago had at the very beginning is actually completely gone.
Cleveland's playing really, really solid defense on the A control point here, manning that cutoff and just holding it down completely.
Yep. I found the problem with Garrison is that like really just this A point is so hard to capture. It doesn't matter if you cap B early, you go in with a life lead, you go in with a time lead. It's just so hard once the defenders are entrenched. But as I say that, actually Chicago's got 3 players on the point. 8 seconds to go, but they're on the point. 2nd tick is going to come in. Cleveland, you got to get on this point. Cleveland's got to go. They're in for the contest. Player shots are going out. It does look like one gunfight's going to be won by Unlaced. Cleveland's now out of respawns. Care Bear with the pistol out. As it is contested, the players are here. Rad is going to lose his gunfight at the back. So 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds. Cleveland's got to get on this hill. Or excuse me, Chicago's got to get on the hill. And they're not going to do it in time.
I honestly thought Chicago had that one.
They did. I think they had the 3 players capped, like on the cap. They got their 2 ticks, and I thought they had it honestly until Cleveland did that last second shove into the hill. As we're gonna get the kill cam from Steph's point of view at the very end of that. That was I thought that was Chicago's. I really did. And then Cleveland came back. And then cleared him out of the hill, and then Chicago just had to run so far from their own spawn point. We're gonna hop on board with Teddy here. Actually, Saber's leading his team currently right now as Chicago gets set up for their offense. Or excuse me, defense. I've been mixing that up this entire round, and I don't know why.
It's okay.
Meltate's trapped in the corner. He's gonna go down to the nade. You're gonna see all of Cleveland just kind of went down there across the map as well. Anti trying to work that forward position gets dropped, or it might have been the other way around actually. Excuse me, that's Cleveland's. That was Anti looking for the player in his spawn. The players are gonna go down. Meltate picks up a great 2-piece. as they slide in onto the hill as well. Care Bear goes down to that. Meltade's going to drop to the gun of Steph. As they're going to get 2 players in on the tick now. I'd love to see Unliced move up into the office light space there. It does look like they're gonna get flanked around every which way as Unliced is just looking in every single direction. Saber's gonna work his way underneath the bridge here to a more forward position as he's gonna catch one before he gets traded out. So Unliced is gonna be sitting there looking over. Steph's gonna drop one before going down. But Meltate is still on the point. I'm actually very surprised as he's not sticking out here, to be honest. But there is a contest. I believe that's a player in lights. That is a player in lights. It's going to be Saber, number 4 on the mini-map. As he gets pushed, he will get moved out. So Meltate is going to get that tick, and he's going to spin around and get another one on a Rad. As he's getting wallbanged there by Teddy. Teddy will pick him off. So Cleveland's not going to finish that tick. You're going to see Teddy's going to put some great shots there in a Care Bear. As Rad will be clearing off the point, or excuse me, actually, Cleveland just secured point B. So round 2 of Can You Capture B?
You mean A?
Yes.
No,
I can read.
Hey, while we go into this, I am curious, you know, what do you think as far as, you know, switching out domination with control? You think that was a good move on their part?
Yep, but we are going to see...
From the competitive side.
Or excuse me, Anti was all the way back in their spawn. I don't know what happened back there, but he was all the way in the back. This is basically just a flip scenario of what we saw in the last one. Chicago is going to be up, or excuse me, Chicago's actually going to be up 5 lives though. So Cleveland has a significantly reduced number of lives to be like just ramming their head against this point with, as the lives continue to drop right now. But Cleveland's in a good forward position. They have players everywhere on the map here. As well, it doesn't actually help too much if you don't win the gunfights there, as Rad will take down Unlaced. Cleveland is now out of lives. It's now 4 versus 11. And I don't see them doing this, to be honest, as well. There goes Meltade. So your top fragger just went down. Anti goes down. It's now down to Care Bear and Unlaced. Now all down to Care Bear and a 1v like 10. Picks up 2. Oh, there's a 2-piece. Before he goes down. As you're gonna have Teddy with Teddy was actually just had a great set of kills over throughout that round. I believe he is leading his team right now in frag.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Occasionally. I heard you there, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been talking beforehand.
You know, I'm having issues, and I apologize. I think I might have bumped because I've got an external mute button on my mic. I'm thinking maybe I bumped that.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't sure if you've been talking, to be honest, because I was like, you have gone quiet a few times, and I'm going, is he talking or not talking, or I'm gonna keep
No, I
going.
did ask earlier. No worries. I did ask you earlier as far as from Modern Warfare to Cold War. I know it's probably been talked about quite a bit, but I want to hear your opinion about it. You think getting rid of domination from a competitive standpoint, switch to control, you think that's a good move for the CDL this year?
Definitely. I know a lot of people haven't been thrilled with domination as a game mode. I mean, it's been kind of that game mode that's kind of just in that third kind of, you just kind of get the short end of the stick slot, because since Hardpoint was introduced, that's been such a staple. Everyone loves it. Everyone plays it. There's no getting rid of Hardpoint. S&D has been there since the beginning. And so the way best of fives will work out, you only got that one game spot, and really domination just didn't do it for me.
Gotcha.
Like, it's only made a few appearances over the past few years. It was a game mode that was ran in Black Ops 1. And then it disappeared for a while, and it came back in, I believe it was Ghosts, which was kind of weird, actually, because Ghosts had Blitz as well. So they ran like 4 different game modes or something at the time, which was a little weird. But I mean, the jetpacks had uplink. That was an awesome game mode, by the way. I love uplink, but you can't do it without jetpacks. Blitz was kind of okay. It was kind of a weird game mode, to be honest. Well, that's a great shot from Anti there, ripping Teddy off the head glitch before he gets taken down from behind. But I didn't think Blitz was too bad. I know a lot of people weren't fans of it. I don't know if you ever played Blitz, actually. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't ever actually play Blitz, unfortunately. I actually came back into the Call of Duty scene with Modern Warfare. I had walked away, and I guess I was in the military. I didn't really have a lot of time to play video games, and when I did play, I was playing a PC game called Arma 3 for several years, and that kind of ate up a lot of the time that I would have otherwise been playing Call of Duty. So no, I'm not as familiar with the older ones, because I'm more of a recent return to Call of Duty in general.
Yep, that makes sense. Well, Blitz was basically, like there was two, I mean, I don't know who, how many people in the chat are also know what I'm talking about. I don't know how many people played in Ghosts. But essentially you spawned on two ends of the map. There was these like kind of goal points. So think of like Capture the Flag, except it's just like a single point, and you just had to get a player into that point. So you had to get a player across the map into the other team's goal to count as a point.
Gotcha.
And it was literally just who did the most of those would win. I think you flip sides halfway through or something like that. It was an interesting game mode. Cookie, we're 2-0 Cleveland over Chicago at the moment. So I know you guys just 3-0'd on your side. We will be streaming your match and between you guys and whoever wins this. But Blitz was an okay game mode, but they had domination at the same time. So a lot of tournaments, there was a couple like best of 11 tournaments, I think, where the grand finals were best of 11, and you ran, you ran domination, hardpoint, S&D, Blitz, and I'm trying to remember if Capture the Flag was in that game too, but that was like 5 different competitive game modes, and it was wild. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy Ghosts overall, but I mean, I thought I enjoyed Ghost as a competitive game, to be honest.
What was one of the main complaints with Ghost?
I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure.
Fair enough. Maybe someone can lend a hand in chat. They can tell us.
Oh, it's unlicensed as a cruise missile. We haven't seen one of those.
Oof.
As he only picks up one, I believe, off of that. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I just know a lot of the pros did not enjoy Ghost. But I thought the game played relatively well. The meta was pretty decent. Like, there was a bit of a variety in terms of what you could use. That was one of the few games where like everyone ran thermals on their AR because you had the option to make it a hybrid site. So running thermals were cool.
I did just notice $5 donation from Victor Daniel 98. Thank you, brother. Really do appreciate it. Well, I guess brother or sister. I can't assume genders with your names and things like that. But thank you very, very much. Supporting a cause that's important to us.
Yep, what is going to be Cleveland is on the attack now. So right now it's been a defense wins every round, so there hasn't been much luck on the offense at the moment. Which means kills are going to get real important soon, because kills are going to decide who goes into the next one. As the artillery comes down, it doesn't hit a single player. I believe, quick maths, it'll be Chicago that will take defense in the next round if the lives stay approximately the same. I don't actually know if Cleveland is capable of flipping it now.
Really good killing. Nice saber there.
Yep, well, we are going to have Cleveland starting their tick onto A here, as Melty's going to see one player. He's going to immediately hop off the point and get out there as he drops one. With the tick into A, but 35 seconds to go as Melty just on an absolute spree here. He picks up 4 and is somehow still alive. As well, there comes the artillery. As second tick is going to come into A, as all the players are inside. As 2 artilleries actually just came out, as like everyone on the map just died. Everyone is literally coming off of spawns except the 2 players that are currently here. It's Unlaced and Steph. Steph's going to win it. As another streak is going to come in. I believe that's a Hellstorm coming out of somebody, but Chicago's actually out of respawns. And Cleveland has also run out of respawns. So there's the last few ticks here of A coming in, and Steph is going to bring the Hellstorm in. What happened?
I don't know.
Was that a life count win? I'm kind of confused on what happened, because I was like,
it looks like it, for me it kind of like lagged for a second, and then all I saw was
yeah,
they
same
win.
here.
I think it came down to life count. I think maybe
yeah, because we were nowhere near tick there. Because I believe that was I thought we were in Steph's cruise missile.
Yeah, we were, but it didn't. I didn't ever see a hit. I just saw it was on its way, and then it just flipped over and said they won.